We are continuing our work on recognizing and drawing shapes. As a reminder, complete the work on each slide and then take a picture of your work to share with your teacher on Dojo or in an email. Today we will be working on three-dimensional shapes. So I want to know, what is the name of each of these shapes? What is the name of shape A? That's right, shape A is a cone. What is the name of shape B? That's right, shape B is a cylinder. And finally, what is the name of shape C? Shape C is a cube. Let's look at our problem for today. What shape is a cube? Tell how you know. What is the problem about? The problem is about shapes. What are you trying to find out? We're trying to find out which shape is a cube. What information is important? That there are 5 different shapes to look at. Some are flat and some are three-dimensional. So let's look. Take a minute and figure out which shape is the cube. One way you can solve the problem is to look at each shape and think about if it has the characteristics of a cube. If we look back at the first slide, we can see the 3 different shapes, and one of them is a cube. So looking back, I can say, is A a cube? No, it's a flat shape, it's a square, so A would not be a cube. B has some triangles on it, so to me that does not look like a cube. C could be a cube, it does look like a box. D looks like a cube because it looks like a box. E is not a cube because E has circles and is round. When I think of a cube, I look at, are all sides and faces the same? And on C, I see that C has some triangles, or rectangles rather. So I don't think C is a cube. So that would leave me with D. D is a cube because I see it has square faces. And I also see that all sides are the same. So let's continue on and learn more about these three-dimensional shapes. A cube has 6 faces. Each face is a square, so let's count the faces. In this picture, you can't see all of them, so over here they've taken them apart. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have the front, the top, the bottom, the side, this other side that we cannot see, and the back. And we already counted the number of square faces. Let's keep looking. Cubes also have edges, vertices, and faces. Each face is a square and all the squares are the same side. Here are the faces. An edge is formed where 2 faces come together. A vertex is formed when 3 edges come together, so it's almost like a corner on one of the flat shapes. Look at the first picture. How many faces does the cube have? So let's look back. How many faces did the cube have? That's right, the cube had 6 faces. Draw any face of a cube. If I was drawing a face of a cube, what shape would I draw? That's right, I would draw a square. Which shape on the previous page was a cube? Let's look all the way back to the top. That's right, shape D was the cube. Why is shape C on the previous page not a cube? That's easy, because some of the faces were rectangles, so it had rectangle faces. Do you have a cube at home? Pick one up and count how many edges does your cube have? How many vertices? So we can go back to the previous picture and have a look at them. And we can see here that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to find 12. 12 edges. And how many vertices does it have? It has 8. It had 4 corners on the top and 4 corners on the bottom. Bonnie says this figure is a square. Marty says it is a cube. Who is correct? Explain. Pause the video and take a minute to explain who is correct and how you know. Make sure you take a picture of your work explaining who is correct and why, and share it with your teacher. Let's move on to the next problem. Which description is true for all cubes? Do all cubes have 6 square faces that are all the same? Do all cubes have 6 sides and 6 vertices? Do all cubes have 4 square faces that are all the same? Do all cubes have 4 sides and 4 vertices? If you picked A, you would be correct. Remember, cubes have 8 vertices, and they have edges, not sides. Finally, Tam puts together 2 cubes that are the same size and says his new solid shape is also a cube. Is Tam correct? How do you know? Use 2 cube models at home to show the problem. Pause the video and take a minute to explain whether or not Tam's new shape is a cube and how you know. Great job on your work today. Don't forget to take pictures of all of your work and send a copy to your teacher on Dojo or email. See you tomorrow.